Good morning, Year 6, and welcome to this final Friday morning of half term and the final jigsaw lesson from me, Mr. Long. So, this week we're celebrating people who are working hard to achieve their dreams and goals. And so I had a quick think about the news this morning and thought of people who are currently working hard to achieve their own goals. And one group of people at the moment who are working incredibly hard are the workers clearing the snow in Scotland this week. Did you know the temperatures in some parts of Scotland have got to minus 22 degrees? Now, the temperature inside your freezer in your kitchen or wherever your freezer is about minus 18 degrees. So imagine being out trying to work in temperatures that are colder than being in your freezer with the door shut. It's quite incredible. And you can see the snow in some places has drifted up to 6 feet deep. And you've got farmers and you've got gritters out trying to clear the streets of Scotland to try and get people, to make sure people are safe. So those are people who are working really hard this week to achieve their own goals. Not maybe a long-term goal for the future, but a short, immediate-term goal. Who else have been working hard the last few weeks to achieve a really important goal? Yeah, the NHS. The NHS were aiming to achieve 15 million vaccinations by the middle of February, which is effectively this weekend. And as of yesterday, the figures were about 13.5 million, or just over 13 million. So whether they get exactly 15 million or not, I think that all of those medical staff throughout the NHS across England have been doing an absolutely incredible job. 15 million people. They're going to be there or thereabouts by the end of this week. And whether they're just short of 15 million or just over 15 doesn't really matter. The fact is that their goal, the government's goal, was to vaccinate 15 million people by mid-February, and a lot of people didn't think they could do it. But thanks to the hard work of the NHS and all those medical staff, it looks like they're going to achieve it, which is absolutely brilliant. And some of you, I'm sure out there in Year 6, have got mums or dads or relatives who are working in the NHS, and whenever you get a chance, make sure you thank them on behalf of all of us for all they've been doing, whether they're vaccinating people or doing other jobs. Every single job being done there in the NHS is fantastic, and we're very grateful. So, those people have been working hard to achieve their own dreams and goals, really on our behalf, on other people's behalf. We're going to go straight to a calm me time now. I've got my guitar here and I'm going to strike a chord. You know the routine by now. If you're in a position to do so, put your feet flat on the floor, shoulders back, hands in your lap, and either close your eyes or fix your eyes on something that's not going to be a distraction and help you to be calm. And listen for the note and concentrate on your breathing. And as the note fades away, we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in and breathing out. Completely relaxed, just focusing on our breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Thinking about what happens to our body as we breathe in, as our diaphragm raises and falls. Our shoulders come up perhaps, our chest come out, and breathe out. If other things are distracting you right now, just acknowledge they're there. We can't get away from having thoughts, but just start thinking again about your breathing and out. Breathe in and breathe out. For the last time, and we'll listen for the note again. I've got some distractions going on right now. I don't know if you can hear, but my dog is downstairs crying because I've got two of my children outside playing football, and so the dog wants to be out playing with them, and I'm upstairs, and so all told, we've got all sorts of distractions going on. And now someone's pulled into my drive, and I'm going to have to pause the video. Okay, sorry about that. It was someone just dropping off a birthday present for my wife. It's her birthday today. I wonder how many of you have had birthdays this week. I think there's a lot of year 6s turning 11 at the moment. If that's you, then happy birthday to you. So, on with today's lesson. Today I want you to think about all the things we've been considering over the past half term. We've set ourselves goals and thought about how to achieve them. Do you remember how we did that? We set ourselves something that we would like to achieve in school and something we'd like to achieve out of school. We looked at what our strengths would have to be to help us to achieve those goals. That was when we did the totem poles. Do you remember? And we put the ways to succeed in our goals, and then on the wings of the totem pole we put what our strengths would be. We've looked at inspirational people who have achieved amazing things, either for themselves or for others. Who did we look at? We looked at the TV presenter, Lily, and we looked at Mark Ormerond, the Royal Marine who lives in Plymouth, who was the triple amputee. And of course we looked at Captain Sir Tom Moore. All amazing people doing incredible things. We've looked at good news stories. We've looked at lots of good animal news stories and various other things. The mountaineers going up K2, the second tallest mountain in the world, the Sherpas that did that. And at the end of that, we made a list of things that we should be grateful for. And many of you sent me some lovely things that you felt were either good news stories or things that we should be grateful for. So your task for today is to make an acrostic poem. You can use your name or choose a word or a phrase that helps explain your goals or your thoughts or just even your personality. For example, down one side, I might choose Mr. Long or my goals or charity, for example. We looked at charity last week, didn't we? Or we could look at our planet, because many of you had goals and wishes for our planet for the future. I've done some examples of that you might want to have a think about. But really try to be positive. Remember, you are amazing, Year 6. You really can achieve the most incredible things. Remember Captain Sir Tom Moore, who set out to raise £1,000 by his 100th birthday, and he ended up raising nearly £40 million. Just one little old man. You could do incredible things. So don't be hard on yourself. Take this time in this jigsaw lesson to be really yourself. So I tried to do that. Here's an example of a really short version. If you haven't got much time, you could do a short version. I've put Mr. Long down the side. I've put Mr. Long's mature, responsible, loves to have fun, is optimistic, never gives up, grateful. Now, if that's all you want to do, then that's fine. After all, it is the last day of term. But if you're a bit more ambitious, and I hope lots of you are, you could maybe add a bit more information to that. So here's one that I've put some brackets in. Mature, that means I'm old. Responsible for my family and for the pupils in my class. Loves to have fun. I don't take myself too seriously. Optimistic. Tomorrow will be a better day. Never gives up. That's on ideas or pupils. So stand by, my class. Never giving up. Grateful for everything I have in my life. The good things and the bad things, because the bad things sometimes make us stronger, and the good things just make us feel great, don't they? I've done one more for you. This time I've used my first name, and I've done it more like a poem, more like a sentence, an extended sentence, where the words fit in. See how you think about this. So I've written Richard down one side, and I put, really want to help in any way I can children to have a great education, as I believe we can all reach our goals and fulfill our destiny. So there's 3 examples for you of acrostic poems of what I hope are positive messages using my name down one side. I'll remind you again, it doesn't have to be your name. You could have something like your goals. You could say my goals and make an acrostic poem out of what your goal is or goals are. You could do something about charity or our planet, or like me, you could do your name. A short version, an extended version, or a poem or extended sentence. The choice is entirely yours. Take your time to think about how you want to do this and maybe how beautifully you could present it, much better than I've done here on the computer, I'm sure. And once you've done that, take a photocopy of it and send it off to your teachers on Teams. And that's just about it from me today. That's the end of the lesson. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic half-term break. You so deserved it, Year 6, and I'll see you back after half-term. Take care. Bye-bye.